Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well. Let me adjust this real quick. Okay, move this over a little bit. Just getting acclimated. I've been traveling a little bit for the last couple of weeks. I've been doing things in person, so just getting back acclimated from being at the crib, or whatever. So I am your host, Terrence Ramses. I hope everybody is doing good. But doing good. Hope everybody had a productive week. I've had a productive week. I've been excited about everything that is transpiring. We've been having some great lives last month, and this is the first live of this month. It's just been hectic. We just been preparing and got through the ninth annual Collard Green Fest from this past weekend. Oh man, so just getting reset it when it comes to everything, just catching stuff up, catching up the podcast, catching up a lot of different things. So I am your host, Terrence Ramses, the CIO of the Royal Blossom Company. And I'm going to tell you a little bit briefly about my background. I'm originally from New Jersey with a West Indian background in the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. And I've been down here since 2007. I graduated with a business degree in business administration and a concentration in marketing from Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach, Florida. I moved here in Tampa in 2017. I've been out here since, been an entrepreneur ever since I can remember, from New Jersey till down here. Current occupation in clothing designer, AV tech, and uh, artist, fine artist as well. Let me give you a little bit about the mission about the Royal Blossom Company. So the mission is to restore, build, and create, to restore all the wealth and resources that have been lost in our communities, to build up the youth and children that are coming behind us, to create a unique commonwealth of like-minded entrepreneurs to put them back in their God-given purpose and talents. Our brand values is to be fun, spirited, and passionate about everything you do through God. And I'm gonna give you a little bit about some brand news and updates before we get into this phenomenal guest we about to bring on. So I know a couple of, like, 2 months ago, we had a photo shoot with the We Are One collection. Okay, so we got the Unity of Joggers set still on pre-order. Okay, that's one of the jogger sets right there. One of my lovely models, Latoya. She's holding the pineapple wheels at the Cigar Factory. Listen, you gotta go ahead and get your pre-orders in www.royalblossomcommunity.co. Sizing goes up to 3X true size based off of the men's measurement. So this is gonna be a unisex jogger. We got a couple of festivals that are coming up that I'm gonna go over in a few. So that's one of the joggers. I should put the QR code up at the end. So we also got this lovely hat right here, the Deep Soul Sister. Man, I tell you that this is an amazing, amazing dad hat right here. When I say, like, listen, these dad hats were selling. I sold about like 8 or 9 of these at the last event. So everything has just been kicking up. So I'm gonna have to restock all my different colors. So I got this color still in stock, believe it or not. So you want to make sure you go ahead and get your vintage dad hats, so they're unisex as well. So you go ahead, men and women can wear it. Make sure you go to the website and get your orders in with this as well. So in the springtime, we definitely gonna have these amazing teas that's gonna be coming out. That's Spanish Bunny right there, and then Latoya again with these amazing tees. So this is going to be the Blooming with Purpose and the Fuchsia Rose Purpose shirts. These are like a remake from the original brand, Royal Blossom. Right Brand Clothing. I had a set of tees that look similar to this, but there's some key differences in the color tones and the name. Those of our old subscribers know that the company used to be called Right Brand Clothing, but we recently changed it in the last few years because of trademark issues, and then also it just sounds a lot better. Okay, so we also have the private label. I'm gonna bring this all the way up to the front. We also have the private label right here called Fashion Law Silk Pay. So we also have this fashion consulting agency where I have the ability to private label garments. So I can do custom logos, custom shirts, custom jeans, custom dresses. I can do I said logos. I can do tees. Let's see. I can do hats. I can design just multiple different items. I can do bulk production. Anything that you need, I can do it under this umbrella. So you can just inbox me for details if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. So if you have any type of like family reunion shirt, or you have any type of different type of garment that you want to do, if you want to start your own fashion brand, I definitely am your guy to help you get started on your journey. So I have like different programs for different levels and different tiers. So you have the ones for students and high school students, college students and high school students that really want to try to get their brand off early, cost effective program. We have payment plans as far as that too. So you'll get your basics on how to start a brand, vision, why, social media, how to talk to suppliers, the lingo, and which fashion books to really truly acquire. Also, you have the young adults and student professionals program. So that program basically you basically have all your same thing as the high school and college students, but it's going to be on a more of a detail oriented course because there's a bigger investment as far as that. And then we also do private labels for big companies and corporations as well. So I'll have a detailed PowerPoint the next time we go live. So I need to go ahead and work on that. Like I said, it's been crazy these last couple of weeks because of the festivals that's been going on, specifically the Collard Green Festival. So it's been a lot going on with that. So there's going to be a website coming up soon too, as far as Fashion Law Silk Play. So you'll be able to see that, and I'll be able to put up some videos as well as far as that. All right, so this was one of our recent events. Like you said, this past Saturday was the Collard Green Festival from 9 to 4. There was some amazing vibes out there. We had a great time. I just want to give up a quick recap on what happened and some of the culture that was built with the RBC brand. I interviewed this phenomenal lady that I met this past weekend. Her name is Miss Mo. But take a listen and look. It's the pineapple here out here at the Collard Green Festival. I have a first time customer out here at St. Pete. Niece, how are you doing today? I want to ask you two questions. What was your first impression when you saw the jacket that you wore?
I had to have it. It's beautiful, nice. I love these colors. These are my colors, African American and pride. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And the second question, what made you buy the jacket?
Just unique. I seen the unique quality of it and the stitch part, and we are one. This kind of completes me and kind of go along with who I am.
Okay, that sounds good. Make sure you come out to the Collard Green Fest. We out here. Out. Yeah, so I do a lot of different street interviews too, as you see in recent months. Like since the summer, I've been doing in-person lives, but also expanding the podcast to street interviews and street interviews with not just the podcast, but with the Royal Blossom Company as well. So we just getting a lot more color coverage for everything and just having a good time with this thing, showing how we impact lives, how we impact the community, and what meant the most to me about that clip is like when people see your brand and see your vision, you don't really have to explain it to them. People just say, "Okay, I see it, I get it. Let me get that." I even had to walk her through it just a little bit. Say, "You like that jacket a lot, don't you?" Had special promotion on it. I said I took it off of the hanger. And I said try it on. She tried it on. Well, I said that jacket belonged to her. That jacket was not going back on the rack. When I say that jacket was not going back on the rack, I was too excited for her for her to get that jacket. She asked about other products, and we got more products and stuff coming out. We got the pink lemonade, the electric lemonade, and then we got the Caribbean based rhythm tank tops coming out. Those are going to be coming out pretty soon as well. I'm truly excited for what's about to happen in this upcoming months. I have some special announcements that I'm going to be making pretty soon. Not going to quite reveal everything right now because there's things that's just working. We just working in silence. There's going to be an announcement in a few months. I'm not going to tell you what it is, what it's about, what it pertains to, but just know that some great things are happening behind the scenes, and we're going to let you know about it pretty soon. So, next upcoming festival that's going to be in 2 weeks from this Saturday, we're going to have the St. Pete Community Festival. St. Pete Community Festival is going to be out there. It's going to be from 1 to 9:30. Also, man, they're going to have a phenomenal uh, lineup of artists from rock and roll to R&B to jazz to reggae and everything. So we definitely gonna be out there vending along with the Duke of Ribs. The Duke of Ribs are gonna also be out there as well. There's gonna be a lot of different things. It's gonna be a fun fellowship thing for the St. Pete community. I believe this is the fourth or fifth annual of this particular festival as well. So this festival was pretty busy. Lay it back, had a great time. So we're gonna be at this festival. Make sure you come through. This is also the logo. It's gonna be on March 7th. March 7th, okay? So make sure you come out there and check us out. And we're gonna be out there. So speaking of artist, okay? So I'm a fine artist. I'm also a fashion designer, and I love the arts. That's one of the things I love about St. Pete. I love about being from the New York City area. I just love just people's work that they put together with their hands, whether it's in the painting aspect of acrylic, oil painting, watercolor, or whether it's illustration, sketching, black and white drawing. That's more of my forte. Or, color pencil, marker, pastel, or any of those things that you can think of in the arts field. I love arts, man, because it's a way to express yourself, it's a way to communicate with and resonate with other people. And I want to show you a couple of pieces of artwork before I bring on our guest. Something that I love to see, like artwork like this, something that's just so unique and abstract that there's so many different things that you can communicate in ways that you can perceive these, amazing pieces of artwork. So this looks like this is in a children's book that's well detailed oriented. Looks like this is a artist that's been around for 20 years, and the shading and the color coding of it is very detail oriented. It looked like it took some hours and days to really complete this baby that's in this picture. I'm gonna show you one more, and then we're gonna go from there. And most people don't know who this is. I know who this is because she's another artist. This is Nina Simone. She's a neo soul artist from back in the day, and this is a unique picture about it. It's a little abstract, black and white. This looks like not a gesture drawing. This looks like a massing. He did a lot of massing in this with the black and white and with specific Prismacolor pencils. But this looks good. This is a good piece of artwork that you would put in your house. This looks like this can be like a mural of a memorial or an autobiography. This looks really good. This is what art is about: a freedom of expression, how you can communicate with other people, how how other artists resonate with other artists. This is this is really good. But let's go ahead and get on to the guest. So a little bit about the guest. Believe that he's from St. Pete. He's been doing some art for some time now. I see him and his wife. They have another business. They own a icy business, ice cream truck, and they do a lot of community events. And I've seen Kenny set up at different events with his artwork, and they've done some great things for the community. How they impact the lives in St. Pete. And he also is a clothing designer as well. He does different clothing and custom patches. But I'm gonna let you get into. Let you see his things. Okay, I'm gonna let him tell his story from his point of view. Without further ado, I had to put the charger on it. Without further ado, we bring it on Mr. Kenny Alexander. What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going, Terrence?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How's everything going with you?
Not bad, not bad. Glad to be here. Talk with the
Yes,
people for a minute.
absolutely, man. Listen, I appreciate you coming on, taking the time all the way out, because we've been rocking with Saint. I pretty much the podcast been in Saint Pete since the beginning of the year. So, man, we're gonna keep it going in Saint Pete.
Okay, then. About time. My time, then.
It's your time, baby. So
All
tell us a
right.
little bit about yourself, where you from, the name of your business, and how long you've been in business.
All right. So, from St. Pete, born and raised, and K Cavalcade. I don't even know how long I had it going. I guess officially the business been going like 9 years, but for me doing art, and that go by like middle school or something like seventh grade. Graffiti, what got me really going into art. So,
Okay.
so that kind of the basis of it, but I do the art, I do the t-shirts, I cut hair, build a barbershop in the backyard. So I just like to dabble in different stuff. Stay busy, stuff to be
Okay.
creative.
Okay. Now, do you do your art full time, or do you do it part time, and then got your job on the side? What's your schedule like?
So I do have a job, but I only go to it like 3 days a week now. I do home remodeling, which works because something creative also. And of course, like the icy business, do that. That's a full time. So we're pretty much everything else, the art, the t-shirts, and pretty much as somebody, supply and demand basically. Somebody want it, they hit me up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it as they want it. I don't think I did nothing where I just created for myself in a couple of years. Like all these was stuff I just created for myself. And, well, that was for my grandma. I made that for my grandma, but time don't really allow me just to sit back and do like I want to do and just be able to just create. That'll be my retirement thing. When I retire, then I'm gonna really throw some stuff out there. That when I really, really get interested. So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Okay. Now, as an artist, what do you think that you would have to do to really work on your art full time? What would you think you would have to do?
either hit the lottery or retire.
Retire? Like how
You gotta
so?
be one or the other. Well, I ain't retiring no time soon, so and that's the thing, cause you're a business man, so you know how much time it takes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and then getting supplies, stocking, advertising, and all that. So it takes time. And then
Mm-hmm.
doing the home remodeling, so we all over the place, and all up and down the
Okay.
west coast of Florida. So
Okay.
it don't really make for a lot of free time. But I get
Okay.
some free time. That when you want to get some family time in. I got my youngest daughter still staying in town. We all just try to see everybody. So I don't really get the creative time that I would love to get. But
Okay.
it's coming. It's coming. I think I'm gonna live to 150, so I got time.
Okay. Now, what would you say? What is your work during the day again? You said
Home
you do something
remodeling.
home remodeling. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, does ideas pop up when you're doing home remodeling?
ideas pop up every day. I was just watching TV. I can be YouTube. Stuff just come. Just stuff just inspire wherever you're at, and kind of frustrating because I'm like, man, I can't stop and just draw something right now. I can't just stop and So it'd be kind of frustrating, you know. You, I guess the best thing I could do is probably take notes and write them down and be like, yeah, remember that idea, remember that idea. So when the time comes, I could just jump on it. But it'll be plenty more ideas. My mind creative and active. So when it's time to really sit down and really just do it for the fun of it, because I don't know, I guess for me, I like creating for people, but it's a little bit different than just creating something that, all right, I just want to make something. Because now you got to try to meet their expectations. You got to try to pull the thoughts and ideas that they have in their head and put it down the way that they envision it. So that ain't that much fun. It's fun, but not fun at the same time. So,
Okay.
I look forward to my time when I just get to do what I do. So,
Saying that you have your home improvement, you do home improvement during the day. I want to give you a recommendation, Kenny, that I believe that's something that you'll be able to do, that you'll sit there and look at it from another point of view. Because as a designer, this is something that I learned too when I watch my personal Instagram and my RBC Instagram is calibrated differently. For example, so my RBC will be like calibrated towards us like West Indian things, carnival, fruits and vegetables. It has different like topics that's going on in the community and all that other stuff. My personal Instagram specifically is recalibrated. At first, it was just like cartoons, comics, like things like because I like to
yeah,
draw and I'm into fine arts. It's still calibrated like that, but it's more calibrated towards like fashion and like measurements, color codes, tones, different
yeah,
sneakers and different suppliers. All that stuff is on my Instagram. So what I learned, I was following another designer, and he was talking about getting a book on architecture, meaning that getting a book on architecture because you're learning how to build anything from scratch, whether it becomes from like your arts or your fashion or any of the things like that. You just put it together from scratch, from the foundation all the way up. Same
yeah,
thing that what you're doing because you're already in home improvement. So like when you sit there and really look at it, take some time, like maybe 10, 15 minutes to read a couple of pages. When you go to your job, start just creating at the job, start really figuring out like what can I do to really supplement my income to where I can do what I'm very passionate about doing, so I
yeah,
can transition to get to the what I love to do full time. But as I believe, I could
yeah.
tell
That
you
next phase.
I could tell like in your face, like you're really truly passionate about what you do, but it's just you just don't know how to do it. It's a recommendation from me to you, so you can just like slowly, transition. It's
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen overnight, but something that you can do, over just put a like a time limit on, like maybe a couple years from now, a year from now, whatever that time limit looks for you. Put that in the perspective. Say, listen, I want to do this, I want to do this, and just map it out, and then go from there.
yeah. I like that though. That's kind of how you got to do it though. You got to kind of set a blueprint, game plan, and start putting it in effect. So yeah, I feel that. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense though. So
Because as a creative, I understand, man. Because life just we still got to eat.
uh,
We still got to keep the lights on,
pay them
pay the bills and
bills.
bills, and still
Can't
take
draw
care
in
of
the
the
dark.
community. Man, we still got to take care of a lot of things, but we want to get too far left to where we just forget about what we passionate about doing. Because
Yeah.
us as creatives, we got we go through a lot of stuff because it's
A
supposed to come
whole
out
lot.
through our artwork.
Yeah, and then when you don't get a chance to release it that way, you just kind of bundle up. It's like it's tension. It feel like tension. So yeah, I like that. I like that advice though. And I'm gonna put it into action.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
I gotta
man.
do.
I'm gonna find the name of the book and I'll send it over to you when I get the name of the book. I'll send it over to you.
For
There's a
sure.
couple of books, and I'll send it over to you. You can just, whenever you get a chance, cop the book and just study it, and you just go from there. So
Yeah, I like that.
my yeah, my next question is, how many pieces of artwork do you have currently? I see a couple of pieces on your background. I see Coretta Scott
Mm.
King. I don't know who that
Yeah.
lady is on the behind you, but I know that's Nina Simone. I showed Nina Simone.
Are
What
you
else do
talking the
you
one
have?
up here?
Yep,
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday. Do you have
Yeah.
anything that you can uh show the live, or do you have anything that's for sale? Anything that you would like to auction off or anything like that?
Mm.
Do you sell your
I wish I'd
artwork?
thought
I
about
don't
that
know if you do.
beforehand. I wish I'd thought about that beforehand. But I left my portfolio outside in the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
So I got some stuff I wouldn't mind selling. I know you can't see it all. I got Satchel Paige hanging up there looking at me right now. I like Satchel. But
Okay.
I think we get to a point where I start creating more for sale. But now, when I did create these, I just did them be doing something, And the Nina Simone and Billie Holiday kind of got a tie in. Like, I like that you recognize that with Nina Simone. I mean, 'cause a lot of people really don't recognize. But I'm gonna show you some on that you caught. Like you see inside the straps on her dress.
I
You see the
do.
images in there.
Mm-hmm.
But you remember that it's like that famous lynching picture where all the people standing there pointing while the guy's getting lynched. So I just threw that in there to see who, because she sang the song "Strange Fruit," which actually both of them did. So I just threw that in, just threw that little nugget in there. Most people totally miss it, totally miss
Yeah.
it. So that's why I kind of want to draw more stuff with little hidden nuggets and little things that make you kind of have to look at it and really be like, all right, that's a good picture. Let me look at it. 'Cause this dude, he'll be doing some stuff in there. If I don't look, I'm gonna miss it. So that's what I want to get doing a little more of that, you know. And like that one, I think I made that for my grandma for I think it was Mother's Day. I remember, I think it was Mother's Day, and that was when Martin was just getting out of the Birmingham jail. Like they say, behind every good man is a good woman. So that was more to highlight her. But they talk about Martin all the time. Some people talk about Coretta, but he needed that backbone. So I said, all right, I'm doing that one right there. So,
Yeah.
but I got quite a few pieces around. I think I sent you that Michael Jordan. That's still, I don't even like Mike. So Mike for sale. I'll sell Mike. I sell Mike. I just like the idea of doing it when I drew that Jordan 1 in front of it. I just like the idea of drawing it. So
Yeah, I seen it. I don't think I put it in there, but I did. I put Cam Newton in here.
yeah, Cam messed me up. I done sketched that out, and I finished it watching him while he was in the Super Bowl playing against the Patriots. And I was like, yeah. I said, when Cam win this here, he's gonna be worth a whole bunch. Of course, they lost, so he just been sitting at home. But
Yeah,
I
this is
really enjoyed doing that.
is this the one that's hanging up on your wall?
Yeah, yep.
That's a that's a good picture of Billie Holiday too.
I think my favorite one is that Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye might be my favorite. That's the first time I really kind of like let me throw two pictures together and see what I come up with. And like I enjoy drawing that so much. I think I done drew it 3 times.
Yeah, it looks
And I don't
good,
draw nothing
man.
more than once. But I think I'll do that like 3 times. I think the first one was for my dad. I like that one.
You did a good
Maybe.
job, man. Your
Thank you.
artistic skills are up there, man. Like you know how to you know how to shade properly.
And you know what's funny? When people see my stuff, like I heard you say something about Prisma pencils,
Hmm.
right? But I ain't got time to be spending all that money. I use Crayola pencils. All
You
my color
use
stuff, do Crayola. Crayola.
mm,
And the black and white stuff, I don't get all the different graphite pencils. Number 2 pencils
you got the
and
number
some
two.
toilet paper to blend with. Oh man, I ain't spending all that money to go out there and draw myself. No, all that's Crayola pencils.
You know what's funny? What's funny, Kenny? You don't even gotta spend. You don't have to spend them. You think that you do.
I know I don't.
I know you don't. I know you don't. But you don't have to spend that much money. So there, of course, you got Michaels, but there's a store that I discovered. You might know of this store. It's over here in Tampa. It's called Blick Art Materials. Have you ever heard of
Yeah,
them?
I don't order
Have
from them.
you
I don't
ordered from
order
them
what
before?
I don't order canvases from them. I ain't order a whole lot of supplies. I ordered some canvases when I was doing during COVID. I did paint kits. I'm making, like paint zip tight kits. It was melting the people, give them something to do during COVID. So that right there, that did good. I was sitting up anyway with a torn Achilles. So I wasn't in motion anyway. So I sat back and did that. And that when I really hooked in with Blick. I didn't know they had a physical location in Tampa though.
Yeah, it's right over here in West Shore.
I might have to go by them just out of curiosity.
Yes, sir. It's a nice store, man. It's it's a lot of artists that work in there too. And I met an artist up in there. He did some things for Tom Brady and paintings and like he's like friend. I think his name's Frankie. I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, it's a good store, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've spent just an hour in there just browsing because they got all the supplies that you like would deem hard to find. They have it.
Yeah.
And it cost effective. And I was shocked because as an artist, I was looking for like stamp pads. Like you just carve it, like you'll draw something on like a gray stamp pad and then carve it out. I haven't seen it in years, but when I asked them about it, they showed me where it was there. They got pastels, they got all the different brands, everything.
Yeah, I might be over there this weekend then.
Yeah, man.
Because I know it's like, even say like with silk screening, I want to find another brand of silk screen ink with a white. Or the white I buy at Michael's, it don't cover right. Like it's real thin, and I can't find nobody else that got the ink except for with a Speedball. I say it gotta be somebody else sell ink besides Speedball. So now, I gotta go to Blick.
Yeah, they got it. They most likely they got it. Like I got different colored pencils from there because I used their favorite castels. I use Prismacolor, and then I got a couple of me personally. I got the graphite because I'm detail oriented with my designs and my illustrations. So your pencil quality does make a difference, but you do a great job for Crayola.
Thank you. The Crayola, the number 2 pencils. That's what I use.
Now imagine if you did have some graphite and Faber or one of
I done had them. I don't really enjoy using them. I don't enjoy using them. I don't use all the standard stuff. I actually have some Prismas over there in my cabinet. Only thing I really want for Prisma, they blending stuff. That's it. I use that with the Crayolas, and I think just give it a different thing. For in some gallery they want to say what the medium use and all that. I want mine to in that gallery and say Crayola pencil.
It's all good.
I don't think nobody in the museum saying
that. Nobody care about it. They just care about the finished product. But when his billboards when his art come in the museums class, he used Scantron pencils. Okay, Scantron number 2 pencils.
That's right.
Some of y'all not old enough to know what Scantrons are.
You talking like you's the old man. There's no gray in that beard over there, man. It's over here.
I got a couple of them. You just can't see them. I got a couple of them.
A junior starter kit. You'll get
junior starter kit. I got a couple seasons before I catch you.
Well, you definitely gonna be blessed enough to catch me though. That I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's change the conversation just a little bit. So what inspired you to get into like art? So what makes you passionate about art? Like what makes you say like, listen, I gotta get me a canvas or let me get a pencil and paper? What makes me want to be creative in that aspect?
It could just be anything. I could just be listening to some music. I just be like, to put a vision in my head. I just be like, okay, all right, let me do something. But I ain't really. When I catch the passion now, I'm not satisfied with passion. I'm not, I'm not jumping down and doing nothing. Like literally, I just gave my wife my art desk. I let her come set up in my office because I don't use it. You might well come on, set on up in here. I'll be over at my other desk doing something on the computer and stuff. So I done gave her the desk and cleared all my stuff out, put it in the cabinet, but it ain't done. I still got canvases and stuff. I don't waste money, so all them canvases got to get used.
Okay.
But I don't do a lot of painting though. I don't do a lot of painting. Well, I don't do a lot of painting on canvas. I think you seen some of the picture about painting on clothes and stuff like that. But I like paint a little bit, but paint get expensive, man. When you want to buy some good paint. And though a friend was telling me, she was like, "No, you can't just be using any old thing. You can't even get away with the cheap brushes and blah blah." And when I learned, like, yeah, you can't do that with the paint. I can't finagle it like I do with number two pencil and a Crayola. I gotta really, I gotta respect that paint. I gotta respect that paint. And I'm done. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of paint when I finally sit down. Yeah, a lot of paint for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the idea of paint. I like the way a canvas looks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely coming. That's definitely
I do.
coming.
I do too. You know, one thing what I miss about being up in the Northeast, I used to see that stuff all the time, and uh, like started to get transitioned into painting classes, but I just had some lot of underlying conditions that prevented me from doing that, like at that time. But what I've learned, a lot of these guys and ladies that can paint, man, they can paint they heart out, and I love the way they put it to life on with acrylic paint. But the
Yeah,
real people who got a lot of good talent is the people who use oils.
I knew you were
Oil.
going to say that. Well, I can't do that all.
God, that's boy, them
I can't
they
do that.
gifted. They blessed.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause
Listen,
you gotta be,
now,
cause you
now
gotta
all
be on point.
serious.
Yeah, you gotta be real precise. I'm very precise, but I haven't practiced with the oils. I no acrylic and watercolor. I have not practiced that much. So
Man, I don't do watercolors, and I try oil. Oil frustrated me. And I think part of the problem was me using cheap brushes. I'm gonna go on Walmart, I'm gonna buy that multi pack of brushes, and I'm gonna come try
mm,
to make that thing swing.
you do that. You can't do the
Listen,
Crayola on the canvas.
listen, I didn't swing. I didn't swing. I fell off while I even got him my first little swing up. Yeah, I was on the ground, so I already know that don't work.
Yeah, you
So I
gotta go
definitely know
to.
that don't work. You
Yeah, you
speaking the
gotta get
truth
your
on that.
You gotta get your paintbrushes from Michaels or Blick. You gotta get your
Blake.
paintbrushes from there. You can't get your
Yeah.
paintbrushes from the dollar store. It ain't gonna work out for you. As soon as it
Yeah.
touch the oil, it's gonna burn off.
It ain't burned off, but it sure don't stroke right. Especially with
Ooh.
oil, there's a lot into that stroke. You know what I mean? You stroking and you want that texture, and no, the cheap brushes don't do it. They don't do it. So I definitely learned that. So that'd be something definitely like when I hit retirement. Got a lake house I go to up in Polk County. Go sit up out there up under the trees and just enjoy it. Matter of fact, that might be what I need to do for my birthday. Just go somewhere and just really sit back and just play with that art. See, y'all gave me an idea. See that? Yeah, that's next month too. So I need to, yeah,
It is springtime.
yeah.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
beautiful time of year. I love it. So yeah, I like that. See, you don't put something in my head now. So I
Hmm.
might have to come back in a couple months and show what I done did. Then.
Absolutely. We can do a part two with you, and you have your portfolio ready for you to sell. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. I wanna. Because I actually intended to set up out there in the bar shop for the podcast. But you saw I'm running in late. So I'm like, man, I ain't got time to go out there. I've been cutting hair today, so it wasn't clean. I said, I can't go in there.
It's
We'll
okay.
be ready next time.
You're gonna be
So I
ready
got stuff
next
hanging on the
time.
wall in there too. I got stuff up on the walls in there. So when they come in and get a haircut, they can see stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
You
Part
you're
two definitely
he's
gotta come.
you're an artist all the way around.
I try.
No,
I
you're
try.
doing it. You're doing it.
I gotta tighten on up. Yeah, once upon a time I was around here writing raps and stuff. And no, I'm not saying no raps, no. So, but
Yeah,
I
you just
love
gotta.
music, so I like the fact I like writing. Let me say I like writing. I won't get up on nobody's stage. I won't get up in front of nobody and say nothing that I ain't got to say. So my rap career was very very short. Started and ended just as fast. So, but yeah, I like creating though. I really like creating stuff. No matter what it is. That's why they be. I just do say Valentine's Day. I just went and did big production in here. And I like that. I like doing stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
you might got the juice it for, and I might have to go and create something now. Messing
There
with you.
you
You
go.
got me. I got to do something now.
Yeah, you say you a master artist. I believe that.
I believe it too. I believe
So
it too. I think one thing I tell people, I say, man, when I pass, I just want everybody that got some artwork that they got from me, y'all all just bring it around, just bring it around at my funeral. Just let everybody just see all the. I want to be about 1,000 pieces in there, at least. That's what I want. That right there would make me I just be happy laying up, just happy. I'll feel all that love and energy. That's what I think. It probably end up being a slideshow though. It'd be easy, but either way, show some more artwork. It'll roll
there you
across the
go.
screen. The legacy.
All right, that'll work. That'll work. So who taught you how to draw? Or did you teach yourself? Did you watch videos? Did you have a mentor?
Self taught.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
So I'm gonna say self taught, but I'm gonna say the first thing that sparked my interest with my uncle Keith. He used to trace the DC comics. He'd trace them, and then he'd color them, and it always looked so nice. I just be looking like, look nice, that look nice, that look nice. But I never tried it. And he wanted to be an architect too, so that kind of put it in my head about architect. I just want to be an architect, but I never really set myself to actually trying to draw until this guy Charles Tenson. He was my best friend back in middle school. He came to Osceola Middle, and he was doing graffiti on paper. And I was like, man, I can do that, man. He's like, man, you can't do this here. So that started me to drawing because I'm mimicking what he did. So that's why I tell people I do portraits good because it's mimicking. I'm mimicking what I see. So before I got actually creative with it, it was more about mimicking. And I would try to copy people's styles. I see stuff like I can't remember the name. I feel bad for that. I remember the name right now. But the guy did all the artwork on Good Times.
Okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I want to say something Barnes. Forgive me. But even like that one scene they showed in that little dance scene, I don't drew that. That's how I felt like I expanded my style by I see other artists I like it. All right, I'm gonna draw you. I'm gonna draw what you drew. They just got me playing with different styles and stuff. And what I feel really got me to fine tune the portraits with drawing portraits of my kids. Like they got some pictures now. They look like, ooh, well, this how it was when you started, Dad. You're over here now. So that kind of got me to fine tuning it. Because graffiti is more caricature style and all that. So that my thought was playing like that. And I was the first person I drew a portrait of. And now when I think about it, face was kind of swole on this side. I kind of it wasn't good. I felt like it was then, but that's kind of what kind of set the little fire. And I just got to going and line. And not because I had this thing where I want to finish fast. Like these portraits, all three of these I could have did them in one day. That's how fast. Nobody bothers me. I can sit down with some music and just go. I do all that in one day. I don't know. I run through it. I can do 4, 5 portraits a day easy. 4, 5, black and white, 3 color. So I just got to think about it, get it done. Get it done. Get it done. So I jump on, I just go. So I kind of self taught, but by going hard like that, I think that's how I started getting better and better. Like people like to talk about, oh, your eyes, the eyes on the people. None of them got hands in it, but they like the hands. They talk the details in the hands and stuff like that. And I actually, to be honest, I know I could do better than what I've been doing. Really. If I decide to put more time into it, it could be better. I think always room for improvement. But I ain't mad at I like my style, so I ain't mad. All right, it can stay just like that. But when I get more time, I probably will put more into it. And try to keep some of the same flavor of what I do, I guess. I don't want to change up my style too much, but do some stuff. My favorite artist, I Bombs. I want to kind of get on his level. He got a creative mind. I don't feel like my mind is creative enough. I don't think outside the box. Enough to really, really do the stuff I think that can take it to the next level. Because you gotta You got to come up with different concepts and different ways of portraying the concept. That's the stuff that kind of catch people really. Like this will catch people's eyes. They're gonna like it, but when you really try to hit that next plateau, you can't just be doing portrait. You gotta put down some real concept. I have some in mind. I have some in mind for sure. Yeah, yeah, I gotta kind of get around to doing that because this past time I'm on the second half of this life journey here, so I gotta get on it. Can't keep putting it off. None of that. I gotta get the people something to talk about because all these pictures here, they old. I think the last Satchel Paige was the last one I did, and he probably 2 years, 3 years old. So I need to put some stuff out there. Every now and then somebody asks, "Well, you ain't did nothing new." Make a T-shirt. That's what I make T-shirts now. So it's time. It's past time. You know, Shredder for find something I really love to do is very calming and soothing. So yeah, yeah. I think you might have lit a fire here today, man. Might have lit a fire here. So yeah,
Good.
yeah. It's time. It's
It's
time.
time, bro. It's time to do it. We just always the best thing that we can't renew is our time. So why not utilize it and you make the most of what we got.
Yeah, and you're right.
Just
Definitely.
just a little bit at a time, brother. Just a little bit at a time.
That's all. We got to take bits and pieces and a little time here, a little time there. Carve it out. That's the thing. You got to carve out the time. It's almost like when they say with dating, if you really want it, you're gonna make time to see them. Right. So if I really want, I gotta make time to do it. So it's still the same concept. I gotta make the time to do it. I ain't really thought about that. Some of the time I just sit by watching videos, watching movies on the phone. I can be creative. I
Yes,
like that.
sir.
See, this has been a good. I like this. Yeah, you done did me good today.
Yes, sir. So I'll share a little bit about my background about that. When I was small, when it was on PBS, I think it was Channel 13 in New York City or whatever, and um, we used to watch Bob Ross on TV.
I knew you were going to say that.
I used to watch Bob Ross on TV. We used to watch him, and I used to get excited. I used to get excited when you see him. I couldn't paint at the time. I used to just sketch, but in the way he just used to communicate, it was just soothing. I don't know what it
Yeah,
was. It just
yeah,
the guy was just down to earth, try to figure out. He's like, look, do. He show you how to do the clouds. Like everybody was trying to get them clouds down pat. Everything else they was
man. He was
they
so
kept
nice with it.
nice with them clouds. Okay, so when I was a teenager, and I used to remember when they used to have the infomercials and you used to call it like the 1-800 numbers and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So it was one time I saw the Art Institute of New York City, and they had this like different characters that you can draw out, and they sent. I said I called the number. I asked them, can you send me it? Gave them my address, sent it over, drew it out. Uh I actually heard back from them. This was like over 20 years ago. I heard back from them, and it was like, listen, we love you, guy. You scored a B+ on this, and we want you to speak to your mom, but she wouldn't come to the phone. To whatever situation she was dealing with, she was just being stubborn, and I kind of missed out on the opportunity. It was a blessing
yeah,
in disguise because I still came to Florida, but it was an opportunity, to span my arts career because they like my drawing skills was like up there to where I drew. I think it was like Mickey Mouse and Bambi, just draw it from scratch, just identical. It's like, oh yeah, this is good work, and that's where I started my artist career from there. Like as far as just getting myself together, and it was just a whole bunch of just distractions that I've been on and off, on and off, on and off with it too. So
yeah,
it's one of those things that where I put down my fine arts to study business. So because I know coming like in New York City and stuff like that, New Jersey and stuff like that. a lot of artists are very talented, whether it's like whether they draw, whether they paint, whether they sculpt, whether they do street
Yeah,
arts, whether they do like the musical arts, the theatrical arts. They just didn't have the business in order. They ain't had a financial knowledge in order. So I want to make sure I got my finances and stuff in
that's
order.
right.
That way I can read contracts the right way. I can present myself the right way. I can make contracts, make adjustments, and things like that, so I can maneuver through this life called business, this capitalism. I can capitalize off of my artwork and own
That's
the
right.
rights and the royalties and trademarks and things like that. That's why I just was so passionate about it. And now we got nothing but time to really truly work on, my fine arts and work on my designs. I always say even though I say I'm a fashion designer on this bottom left part of the screen, I'm
Yeah,
a fine artist first, designer second. But I identify as a designer first, but I'm a fine artist first, if that makes sense.
yeah, that made perfect sense. I already know what you're saying. I usually put designer down on my stuff too. But I like, nah, I gotta put down master artist because know what I feel more than anything. That's the crown I want. That's the crown of wealth for me.
Hmm.
But
That's the
see, you would say Jersey, right?
Jersey. Yep.
Yeah, the art culture up there real deep. New York, New Jersey, real deep. So you was already kind of just up in it. You was up in it. We ain't really like I know you see like what St. Pete got now with the murals and all that deal, and that wasn't St. Pete when I grew up. St. Pete was almost ghost town in a lot of ways. Nothing downtown. You go downtown, ain't wasn't nothing. The pier, the old pier. So you get into art, you just kind of just got into it. Wasn't really like a whole lot of support for growing it as a child. In the community. My parents supported it to whatever extent. But I'm doing that. Then I'm trying to play football. I'm doing all kind of stuff. So they give me a little bit to see what I'm gonna grab on to the hardest. You know, so yeah, I wish I could have grew up in a better artistic culture. That I might could have really, really got into it. That could be my living right now. But
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
still
man.
love
There's
it though.
some.
So
Yeah, there's some artists up there that crack the code without the knowledge. Some artists really crack the code. Like
yeah,
they like to get to they just put themselves in the right place at the right time. They go to different like neo soul cafes, different. They set up right there in Manhattan on the street. Like, I got this for sale. They selling it like any means necessary, like all day, all night. Just figuring it out. This was
that,
before
that
even
just sounds
social
like
media came.
fun. That just sounds like so much fun. Just better just sit out there and just be. And you just
Hmm.
creating and just trying to hustle it. And yeah,
Hmm.
I'm just too old to do it. I can't do it like that now. I have to be more calculated how I do it now. I guess the best thing to say. I can't
Yep.
just sit out there and do it that way, but it still can be done. That's the good
Yeah.
part about it. That's the good part. So I need to get on my thing. I need to get on there and really, really. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely been inspiring. I feel kind of good right now. You make me want to go do something right now.
That's
I
good.
go, yeah. But eventually I'm gonna do dinner before I work.
Yeah, that's what listen. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what we do on this podcast, man. You just don't know what angle we coming from, and we here to, put people back in purpose and to inspire others by just conversation.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it. You done did be a super blessing and favor today. Call kind. I told somebody, I said, man, I want on a podcast today. Man, I ain't been on no podcast. I don't even, man. He said, man, you get on there and talk, man. Hey, man, we'll see what it do. We'll see what it do. So, or somebody else tried to get me on the podcast before you, and we just ain't never got around to doing it. So I'm like, all right, this is more comfortable. I know you better than I know them. This somebody I met out at Derby Lane at a festival that they were doing out there that I was at. So, I just had met them, and it was actually at the College Green Festival too. But they had them way down, way, way down by all. And it was almost in the project. They had them so far down the streets. I dig it. I'm telling you. Oh, I didn't even tell you that. What they had me down there too. Man, I had to scratch, fight, and bus to
You,
get up there
I
to
you,
the
I
park.
saw you. I saw you out there behind me in the morning, but I don't know where you went.
Way down the street where they had me at.
That's
Man, they had
crazy.
listen. They had me and a barbecue truck out of Orlando all the way down to the very, very end. And then the spot they said I supposed to have, it wasn't even down on the ground. How they sprayed painted on the ground, it wasn't even down there. You know, I like, no, we ain't doing this here. I've been at the Concrete Festival for 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years. Y'all ain't finna put me way down there. So, you know, I got blessed. And I'm gonna definitely say shout out to Louis, cause he switched with me. He like, man, I switch you because I know you be up here and he usually down there. So that what got me up there. But that also kept me from where I couldn't get over to your table, to your spot, because I was so late getting set up. So then I just end up in the rush of everything. And I'm like, man, I ain't even gonna go see what he had over there. No. So I'm about to get on your
Listen,
website.
yeah, bro.
I
Yeah,
saw you
man.
had a lot of stuff over there.
Yeah,
I
bro.
saw
There's
that.
a lot of stuff, bro. A lot of products was moving, bro. It's just everybody was slammed, bro.
Yeah. And it was definitely it ended up being a very good day. Well, at the beginning, I was kind of like, no, this ain't gonna be nice. If I couldn't get from down there, it wouldn't have been. Man, they were to the point of trying to find out where they want to put me. They were talking about putting me down by the ponies. I don't
That
know
wasn't
about a
gonna work.
pony. No, they thinking because it's kids zone that you gonna be right there with the kids. Man, most of the people come to buy the stuff gonna be adults. Some of them got some kids with them. Most of them are gonna be adults coming to buy, and they're around that stage where they performing at. You know what I mean? Where they can look by, oh, the line short, run over there. One way down that street, they ain't sitting no line short because they ain't down like that. So I take my blessing. They got us right.
Yeah.
So I definitely gotta get on your side. I gotta check out some stuff. I ain't got nothing from you in a while. No, wait a minute. Man, I just thought about they did none at all. Cause we didn't get the shirt together before I went to Jamaica that time.
Yeah, we ran out. Did the sizes.
Yeah,
We ran out of your
listen,
size.
listen. It was a beautiful problem to have, though. That's why I wasn't even mad, cause all that mean the product moving. So can't be mad about that, though. Oh, definitely. 'Cause I'm looking at that hat you got on right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I
yeah.
got those in stock. I got most of the hats I got in stock. Just some of them I did sell out of, but about 75% of them I got in stock.
And you got them in some other colorways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to
Got
check them out.
green, got red. I think I got purple and light purple, if I'm not mistaken. I got to restock on the snapbacks. I got to restock on those. Dad hats I got.
Yeah, make sure they can
Bucket
fit
hats I
my
got.
head. As long as I can get to that last little button, I'm good. Now, as long as I get,
Oh
I
yeah, you got
got a
space.
little size here. So
Don't worry, I got space. That's why I did the snapbacks. Yep, you got space.
that would be hate my head just be a little bit too big. Some hats don't fit right, but them no, I like how that made. I can already see that's gonna be one. I need
Yes,
one.
sir.
I gotta send you this color scheme for these shoes I got. See if you got some for that color scheme too. But you be having some colors. That'd be the key.
Let
The
me know.
colors.
I got vibrant colors. We might have it. You just never know.
I think you do. One of those shirts that you had on one of the models, I kept looking at it, I said, man, I think the color for the I got some grand hair feet out they got a whole different colorway on. You know, I can't wear it. All the baby about 2 shirts to wear with it. I got these some more stuff. I want some stuff that I didn't make to wear with it. I mean, I don't know. I think I need to start modeling your stuff too. I think I need to start modeling for you. I think I need to sign a
Absolutely.
contract. You know what I mean,
Yes,
cause
sir.
listen, I'm gonna be a little more sporty than Patrick is in order to be in and tell him I said it. I'm gonna tell him I said it too.
Yes,
He be
sir.
coming now. He be sharp in it. I'm gonna get sharp.
Gentleman special. Absolutely.
So we gotta get that name
Absolutely.
out there some more. But whew, it's been nice. I like this.
Absolutely. So before we close out, tell us a little bit about your t-shirt business a little bit, because I see you have these,
Yes.
and you got some jeans up here too. So tell us about a little bit about this.
All right. So let me see. All right, that was Kayla. I made them jeans for Kayla. You know, she told me what artist she wanted on there. She said, just do your thing. I'm trying to think who on the back. Or there's pictures on the back too, but I can't remember who on the back. And that was just regular fabric paint. I know you're familiar with like fabric paint.
Yep.
So, I did that. Man, that's been a long that like 8 years ago. Probably like 8 years ago. And I wonder if she still got the jeans now that I think about it. But, that more than that, I just you don't heard of the Shirt Kings, the Mighty Shirt Kings in New York?
The who?
The Mighty Shirt Kings. They used to
I
do all the
haven't.
airbrushing on the shirts and stuff back in the days. Like for all the rappers, LL Cool J and all them.
Yeah.
So that kind of got me to where I wanted to design on clothes, like, draw or whatever on clothes. Because I'm not that good with airbrush. But that's something else I want to kind of play with and see if I can perfect that deal. But that's how I end up, doing the little painting on clothes and stuff. But the other shirts, like, the all over shirts or 3D shirts, as some people call them, I do them on demand. If somebody want them, family reunions, graduations, stuff like that. And I think I got the best quality and prices in town. I don't care what nobody says. I can show you, and I'm up for the challenge of improving it. I got loyal customers that come every year. So, so the shirts, it's another form of being able to be creative. People gonna buy more T-shirts and stuff. They're gonna buy actual artwork. So that's how I got started doing the T-shirts and stuff. Just to have another stream of income coming in with something that I'm enjoy doing. So that's how that came about. And, that kind of keep me busy. Something I can do in house, do at night, do after I get through with all the other stuff. So that's just another form of art to me. It's been like that one you showed. That was my dad's anniversary. I'm getting the anniversary, but it was just last year. So I say something for them. I think it came out pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that. I have a little bit of technical difficulty. What was going on?
Don't worry, I done had plenty of technical difficulty. I done lost the picture a couple times. That's why I ain't touching nothing on the screen no more.
No, it's all good. I don't know what it just had a little glitch. I don't know what happened, but yeah, man, that's good. That's good stuff, man. Like, I'm glad that you doing all of that. So tell everybody how to find you if they want any paintings or any custom items. How would they find you? Tell you have a website or anything, or
I got a website, but I use the website basically was just for like reference. I don't even take no order through the website. I just use it if I want to see something, I can pull it up, or tell well, go to the website, look at it. But they can always get in contact with me through Facebook. Kenny Alexander on Facebook, Kenny's Art on Facebook. Both pages also have my phone number, my actual phone number, so they can hit that up. K Calvin Creations on Instagram. Kenny Calvin 1973 on Instagram. So I got different ways of getting in touch with me. And definitely they get the phone number. I answer.
okay,
I answer any and every call and text. So
okay,
what Dion say? I ain't hard to find.
not hard to find. Okay,
So
okay.
I'm out there available and ready.
Okay, cool. So let me I don't know you ain't got no website. I forgot to put mine up there, but here's my website, everybody, so you can scan this QR code, go right to the website www.royalblossomcommunity.co. Scan that code to go right to the website. You'll see everything that we have. See all the different things. Got the shine going around there.
Man,
See
you
all the
good with this
different
little
products.
stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Got to, man. Gotta
I like that.
and this will take you directly to the Unity Jobs set. This QR code will take you right to that set specifically. That's for pre-order. Hope we get here in a couple of weeks. Then we got this one as well, the Creative Day, and then we got this one as well.
Great.
It said that the Latin night jogger, Nightfall. Okay, and I know what you've been waiting for. This definitely gonna come out in the late spring. You ready for it?
Let me see. Okay, yeah.
That's the one you was waiting for. That's the one the black one.
Yes,
That black
sir.
one. Listen, he was on me like he was every day, bro. Did you find that the 2X? I said, man, I'm looking. I'm like, I thought I
That's
did.
what
I
it
said, all
was.
I got is
2X.
XLs. I said, man, listen, I ain't even got it, bro. These 2X was flying off because when I was doing buy one get one, it was loading up.
Ooh, yeah.
Cause I was 2 and 2 for 20. They were looking at me confused. 2 for 20. Let me get 2. Let me get 4.
Man, I missed that.
I'm thinking about doing it for the white ones too. I don't know. Might be got to be 2 for 25.
And that's still a good deal. It's an amazing deal. Shoot. What? Man.
1 for 30, 2 for 25.
Man, keep me posted. You playing. Keep me posted. Listen, I was just looking at about time for me to go ahead and get some summer wardrobe stuff up too.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna keep you updated. And we're gonna get into some summer wear stuff. I'm gonna start working on that stuff now, and I can't wait. I can't wait, brother. So, do you have any closing remarks before we get up out of here?
Really nothing major. Nothing major. I just want to thank you for bringing me on. I done enjoyed it. I mean, and definitely we're gonna do part 2.
We'll
We're gonna do
definitely do a
part
part
2.
2. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do part 2. And I'm gonna come with product.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna come with
product.
product. I'm gonna come with some stuff. I'm telling you right now, we got witnesses. I'm coming with some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show our son with it. Showing what I can do and what I should have been doing. So next time y'all catch me here, yeah, we got product. We got product. We new suppliers.
There you go. Yep.
So
There you go. So my closing remark is just keep doing what you're doing. Always look to work in purpose because you never know who's watching you, and you never know how your story, your testimony, or your obedience to God will inspire somebody else. Your journey and path, you just never know how your words may impact that person, and they just may need just a small nudge to get back into where they're supposed to be going. So always continue to do what you're doing, no matter if you don't think nobody's watching, no matter if somebody you don't think that you're making progress, but some progress is better than no progress.
all day. You're right.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
Yeah, them words to live by. Them words to live by. For sure.
So with that being said, we're going to have another phenomenal guest next week. Make sure you follow Kenny Alexander on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you inbox him, tell him I sent you. Get any products or services or products, maybe some services. I don't know if he's building
Yeah,
people's houses. He might.
Man, listen. They might need some done on the house. They might need some tile on the floor or something, you know.
Just hit him up. He got
Don't
home
know.
improvement. He got artistry. He got clothes. He got everything you need. Just hit him up.
Barbershop, man.
Barbershop.
I'm
He's
just out
all
here
in.
doing things.
He's
Just
out
out
here
here
doing
doing
it.
it.
So just hit him up. Follow him. Make sure you follow him on all the social media platforms. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Royal Blossom Company on YouTube and Rumble. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Royal Blossom Podcast, known as Thursday Night with Pineapple, Royal Blossom Company. And we'll see you next week at 7:30. We are over and out. Y'all take care. 7:30
All right.
next week.